Hey there! Today I'm going to show you how to make a standard marinara sauce. And the reason that I make this, and what I do is I batch cook it and I'll freeze some of it. But it's great and it will go with lots of different things. Pasta, the chicken the chicken in breadcrumbs that I showed you the other day how to make. This is a really nice sauce that will go on that as well. Often we'll have it with pasta. Also, in a couple of days I'm going to post my pizza recipe. Some of you who've been on this group in the past will have seen that pizza recipe before, but we've got some new people, so I'm going to post it again, and you can use this sauce in that pizza recipe as well. I'm just going to show you this quickly and have a little quick read of this, because one of the reasons I like to make this and have this in my fridge is because the amount of sugar that you will find in these jars of tomato sauce. You will be surprised. But just by cutting down, sorry, I'm just going to pause my washing machine for a minute. Just by cutting down on some of these small things, how much you can reduce your sugar intake every week, okay? By making your own things homemade. And you're going to batch cook this. So you're going to put it in the freezer, and when you want it, it's there. I'm going to pop down all of the calories and containers when I post the recipe, and some photos of how I've made it as well, because I just got here the end result for you. But if you have a look at this, a dolmio per 100 grams is 6.4 grams of sugar. That's almost 2 teaspoons of sugar in 100 grams. I think the jars are 470 grams, okay? So that is a lot of sugar in one jar. Yeah, a lot of sugar. You do the maths. Okay, so well, it's basically over 8 teaspoons, isn't it? Over 8 teaspoons in the jar, which I think is absolutely hideous, personally. So there you go. So I always make this myself, and it's really, really simple to do. So here's the kind of end result. And what I've done, it's also a nice way to get extra veggies into your kids if they don't like them. I've got some carrots, I put some onions and some garlic. I fried all of that up in a little bit of olive oil. You can use coconut oil as well, because it doesn't really taste that much once you've got all the ingredients going in there. Then I added just a little splash of white wine, okay, and that will cook off, so don't worry if you're giving this to your kids. If you don't want to use wine, you don't have to use wine, but I just find it adds a little nice flavour, gives it a little bit of acidity and also a little sweetness to it. So what I've then done is I added a little bit of salt and pepper to it, and then just 2 tins, regular tins of tomatoes. Now you can leave it quite chunky if you like it a bit more rustic, but I've whizzed it up today with the hand blender so it's gone a bit smoother. Alfie, hun? You come and taste Mummy's tomato sauce. This is my chief taster, you see. So I know that if Alfie likes it, then it's good. My chief taster.
Amazing! Mama.
Mama. Okay, good boy. No, you're going to have it for dinner, so that's all right. Thank you. So what I'm going to do with this evening is I'll take out what I need for my recipe for this evening. And so the rest I'm going to put into little pots and freeze it for when I need it, or you can even put it into little freezer bags. It's perfect. But for this evening's recipe, when you use this sauce, I'm going to add a little bit of Philadelphia cheese to it and a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese. Remember, with the calories and the portion containers that I give you, if you're adding cheese, you've got a few extra calories, nothing too much to worry about, and 1 blue pot, okay? 1 blue container. I'm going to add that to it. I'm going to cook some wholemeal pasta. And I'm also just going to cook some of these little chicken fillets, mix that all up, and then they've got a lovely chicken tomato pasta for dinner. And we're going to add in probably some corn or some peas or some kind of vegetables. But remember, you've got your tomatoes and you've got your carrots already in there. So there is a little bit of veg in there anyway. Okay, so that's it. That's my pasta sauce. And as I say, I would recommend making that as much as possible. It's so versatile. It's so easy to use. And it's so easy to do, should I say. So that's it. That's a recipe for this evening. Have a good one. Bye.